Hello, good morning. Welcome to this webinar. I wanted to host a webinar to teach you all about starting your actual website and digital empire journey. So every journey begins with one single step. So our first step is going to be to get our website cracker plugin. So I'm sharing my screen with you. And your first stop for your business should always be Google, okay? So you want to type in what the name of your business is or is going to be, just so that you can see how many other people are using it, especially in your geography and close to where you are, because Google does use location services and also just generally in the country as well. So let's take, for example, red, white, and blue store. Red, white, and blue. All right, okay. I didn't even know there existed one, but here it is. The red, white, and blue store is in West Berlin, New Jersey. It's a thrift store, and they have locations all over. So it's obviously a franchise, or it's probably trademarked as a store because there are all these locations. It could be a franchise or it could be singularly owned. So you probably would not want to use this kind of domain name or business name. So if you see that your name has like 50, 11 people with the same name, you might want to just put a spin on it or a variation. So the red, white, pink, blue, and green store. Nothing comes up. So here you are, this could be your name, because as you can see, nothing comes up in Google. There's nothing with this name in it. Of course not, because it's, number one, so many characters, and number two, let's just face it, it doesn't really make any sense, but that's okay. So the first thing you want to do is check Google to see how many competitors there are close to your geography and where you live and where you're located, and also how many are competing with you globally. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, okay, so I'm just going to copy this. Your next step is to go see if the domain exists. And of course, you're more than welcome to use my store. I am a domain reseller. I have my own domain sale company. So it's called ourdomainstore.com, and it will be on the cheat sheet. And ladies, there is a companion workbook to this webinar. So what will happen is once the webinar is done, I'll post it and there'll be a link to the workbook that you can download, and it will have the links to every single thing we discuss here. So you would copy the red, white, pink, and blue store. So we gotta get rid of the commas. Okay. So just let's start with the first one. We wanted to do it first. The red, white, and blue store.com. Okay, so let's search that because we already know that that's a franchise, right? Okay, so, oh, I spelled it wrong. See how I put the read? Okay, so we're gonna go back because I spelled it wrong. The red, white, and blue store.com. Okay, so it's actually available, okay? Now let me show you this hack real quick. Okay, so here's a hack for you. You can tell how much your domain is worth from the beginning. So the red, white, and blue store is available, which I can't believe it is, for $17 in my store. So let's just see how much it's worth. Okay, it's worth $1,000. So I will probably now buy this domain because it's already worth $1,000 and it's appraised at $1,000. Here are, okay. So, okay, I might not buy it. I have too many. Okay, so that's how you can tell. So now here's the thing, even though the domain is available, even though it has an appraised value, what you want to also do, if you're really concerned, is you can go to uspto.gov. Okay, I'm also going to put this in the links for the resources. You go to trademarks, you go to search trademarks, click on that. Then you click search our trademark database. It's called the TESS. So you could do a basic word search. So you're just doing a search for the name, the word, or the word and or design mark search. Okay, structure and word and or design mark search freeform. So let's start with this. Okay, red, white, and blue store. So you could do combined words, all search terms. So I'm going to submit the query, and there it is. Red, white, and blue plus dollar store is trademarked, but not red, white, and blue store. So then what you do is you look under the goods and services. It's a retail store services and online retail store services featuring inexpensive general consumer merchandise. Its first use in commerce was 2019, September 27th, 2019. And it's a standard character mark, which is just this. This means standard character mark. Okay, so there is a trademark on it. Let's just do a word search. Okay, red, white, and blue store. Let's search that. And all of these 671,878. But that's because it has one or more names that I put in it. So divinely tailored apparel. So this is how you search out from the uspto.gov for free to see if there's a trademark on the name that you want. Okay, so let's just say for all intents and purposes, the name is free and clear. The domain, here it is, worth a lot of money already. The trademark is free and clear. So then you're going to go back to the domain registrar, which is what my company is, which is all the other companies I'm going to show you. Okay, you don't have to use my company. You can use whatever company you like. There's another company right here called Namecheap. I will give you a link to them as well. There's Namebright. Now keep in mind that even if you get the domain name for a discount the first year, oh, they're definitely going up the second year. That's what they do. And then they go up the second year to cover the first year. And sometimes they give it to you free the first year because they want you to buy the hosting package, but you don't have to buy the hosting package to have the domain. In fact, I guard against buying the hosting package because there's one company that I use in particular that I think is the best. I've actually switched hosting companies several times just because I was looking for the best company that would work for my business. And this company by far is the easiest and the best company. I don't like how they do their data statistics because you have to do them all by hand. And that's a drawback, but all the other upsides is very simple to use. They have great customer service. You can click and build your templates. You can see everything you need. They give you a lot of free add-ons and it's very, very affordable. So these are the different companies. They're called Domain Registrar. They're gonna sell you domain services, hosting, WordPress, emails, apps. And what happens with a lot of these companies, including GoDaddy, let me put GoDaddy in here because you can buy from them too. they upsell you on the other services, but they also charge you for your email accounts, or they'll charge you for app accounts, or they'll charge you for your WordPress hosting. So they'll find a way to get the money, believe it or not, which is why I use this one particular company. We're going to go down here. I'll show you. So you would buy the domain, you basically would add it to the cart, okay? And once you've added it to the cart, you see it says add it to the cart, you go to the cart. It's going to ask you to register an account. It's going to automatically put 2 years. You could do it for 1, you could do 2, so it's secure. You just got to remember to set a tickler or a reminder on your calendar to renew your domain. And they will email you when it's time to be renewed, because the last thing you want to do is lose the ownership of your domain. So these are other registrars. I wanted to just show you. I will give you the links to all these registrars so you can make a conscientious decision. Bluehost is another one. All of these companies offer what's called shared hosting, meaning you're building your site in a platform where other people have their sites. So it's not unique to you. You can purchase your own unique IP address, which is really good when it comes to sending massive emails. But if you have an email autoresponder company, you don't really need that either, because it'll be coming from their server, not yours. Although they will be using your from address and to address, so everything will come back to your server, if that makes sense. Okay, so you can send it directly from MailChimp, which is what I'm going to actually refer to, although they have other companies, and I will go into those as well. Okay, so these are the several domain registrars. You can choose whichever one you like. Of course, I'm going to go back to I like if you choose mine. Okay, so once you've determined your name and you've registered it with your registrar, you do not have to buy all the bells and whistles all at once. Just buy the domain name. You don't have to make any moves yet. Okay, we will get into SSL certificates and why they're important and why you must have those. Google has now instituted like regulation that you will not come up in the search or at the top of the search if you don't have that green, this little lock right here. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's gray, but this lock right here has to be there. And basically what it says is you have a secure site from hacking. Okay, so once you have decided what your website domain name is going to be, you buy the domain name. This is what I suggest for me. For every business you have, you want to go to gmail.com and create a Gmail address, okay, for your website. Or you can go to google.com and see right here where it says Gmail. You want a Gmail address for your business. So what you would create would be, I can't put it here because my Gmail's already up, but you would do the red, white, and blue store at gmail.com. You want to establish your business name in a Gmail Google account. Even if you use Yahoo, you love Yahoo, Ymail, you love Hotmail, all that stuff, or Live, as it's called, or Microsoft, you can still keep all those things for your personal email address. But you definitely want to have a Google email for your business address, a Gmail account, because there are certain hacks and benefits that come along with it, such as this right here, the Google Drive. You get that for free with your email account, so you don't have to pay for Drive services. And this is going to be especially helpful when you're building your digital empire, ladies, and you need to send files and you want to share files. This Google Drive is key. Now you can get more space as you grow and buy cloud services, and we'll talk about that in another video. This really is just for starting the website and getting the website started. So I will teach you all about that in another webinar. Okay, so what you want to do is not buy all the bells and whistles. You don't have to do that right away. Okay, once you have the Gmail account, which is why I suggest you do the Gmail account next, you are going to go to MailChimp.com. And again, I'm going to give you this link. and you are going to sign up. See where it says sign up free? You want to sign up free. Now, I have a MailChimp account, so before I log in, I just want to show you, here are the plans. The plans run from $0 to $300 per month, okay? But you see here where they've added all these new features to the $0 a month plan. It's really, I mean, it's really good. You can do the $9 a month plan, the $10, $9.99, but which is great if you have multiple audiences or multiple websites and multiple products, because it does allow you up to 50,000 contacts with 3 different audiences. And then what you're doing is paying every time. This one goes up to 100,000 contacts for 5 audiences. I actually had this one for $15 a month, but that's because I have some business partnerships and we have different lists. But you can do the 0 for free one. I have the free one too on one of my businesses. And so the free one just really gives me everything I need. It gives you the marketing for your CRM, which is your email list, and we'll go over that in another video. It gives you the creative assistant, which helps you, like a wizard that helps you, a website builder. So you can actually build your website, see this, for free. You can build a website to start for free. You get your MailChimp domain, and you can create forms and landing pages. And we're going to go over forms and landing pages since this webinar is about websites and getting started with your website in your business. So what you can do is compare the plans and see what works for you depending on where you are in your business. Okay? And then you can just read everything at your own time, at your own leisure. But there are other mail companies just want to go over some of them. So there's Get Response, and Get Response, just to show you what the pricing is, it's never free. It starts at $15 a month for 1,000 contacts. And it has unlimited landing pages, unlimited templates, sales funnels, all that stuff. Aweber is another one. And from 0 to 500 subscribers, if you pay annually, so that's all at once, then it's $16 a month. Now they do have a free version for up to 500 subscribers, but I don't like their free version, okay? So their free version and their pro version is actually the same, except you only get to send 3,000 a month emails to 500 subscribers. So that means you only can send 6 emails a month, okay? And they do give you images and all that stuff. They give you, you can't sell any products and you can't have any e-commerce with their free plan, but you can with MailChimp. And then there's ConvertKit, which is another popular one. And they also have a free plan. They never used to, I guess they're competing now. And you can manage up to 1,000 subscribers, unlimited landing pages and forms, which is great. You can send email broadcasts and you can sell, which is great, and you get email support. But I can show you how to leverage multiple email accounts so that you can get what you need done. But again, MailChimp gives you all of that. And in their plans, you get 2,000 in your audience, okay? So, and I like MailChimp. So MailChimp and ConvertKit are really like the top ones. I used to have Get Response too. That was a little difficult for me to manage. I didn't care for their flow too much. But again, it's really up to you, okay? So those are the email responders. Then, okay, so let's talk about your website. Everyone knows that I am an advocate for WordPress websites, okay? And the WordPress is the brand, basically is the template style. And let me show you what your WordPress can look like. Okay, so if you go through WordPress, it's actually more expensive than some of the hosting companies. Okay, so there's a WordPress.org, and then there's a WordPress.com. Okay, but see, I'm already logged into my WordPress, so that's why this is coming up. So I actually suggest that you don't use either one of them because they're really expensive too. And you can get it so much cheaper. Okay, so if you have already started your website on Wix, then you are paying for your website anywhere from $14 a month to $39 a month. And this is what you're getting, okay? And then if you're on Squarespace, you're using their templates. What I don't like about Squarespace is they don't give you your prices right away. You have to like kind of go through their path. I used to be on Squarespace, by the way. They have the most beautiful templates. The color coordinations, it's really very nice. It's very slick. It's very clean, but you don't own your website. And if you've been on any of my lives, you already know that I am an advocate for owning everything you can own for your business as much as possible. The other thing some people are doing, especially if they have drop shipment businesses or boutiques, they are creating their website straight from Shopify, which is costing them from $29 a month to $300 a month, depending on the number of accounts and products they have. And these are the comparisons. You can actually integrate your Shopify store into your WordPress website, so that you still have the WordPress website template, which is a blogging template, which is the anchor for building your digital empire. You can do it like separately and apart, but what I teach is the integration of a one-stop shop, a portal, a one place, a one standard where everybody can get everything they need from you, from your address, from your house, which is your domain name, your location. Okay, so you can integrate your Shopify store into your WordPress account, your WordPress website. Okay, the next thing is a landing page. Okay, Lead Pages is by far the most recognizable and a very well branded landing page company. I actually have been with Lead Pages for years. And their standard plan is $27 a month when you pay annually. So you're actually paying almost $300. You get one website, you get landing pages, okay? You can publish unlimited traffic, custom domain, you get free hosting, all that stuff. But guess what? You don't own your website. If you ever leave, you cannot take your website with you because you're using their platform and their template. The Pro plan, which is $59 a month if you pay yearly. I actually have the Pro plan, and it's 3 sites, 3 websites, but I used to build websites with them, but I stopped because you can't take it with you. And then unlimited, all the rest. But you have to understand that with these programs, even the landing pages, you're not going to be able to keep them or take them with you because it's on their platform. So if you have landing pages and you ever want to stop paying that fee, you're going to have to rebuild those landing pages all over again from scratch, which is not bad if you have 1 or 2 websites, but if you have 10 or 20 or 200 or 300, it could be problematic. Okay, so this is where you would get your domain appraisals. I'll give you the links to all of these places. Okay, so that's how you get started. That's how you start setting everything up. Now, the company that I use to host is SiteGround. I love SiteGround. The reason why I love SiteGround is because it is one of the most competitive and affordable hosting companies that's really clean, that has great integrations, great customer service, and great bandwidth, which means space for traffic. And since I'm a traffic driving maniac, because I've got hacks to drive traffic, you'll have to take that course. But this is like really the best ever. The other thing that I love about it is it does website transfers. It shows you how to do it on your own. or they can charge you anywhere from $10 to $30 to transfer your website for you from your other company where you don't have to do a thing. But mind you, it's not from a company like Lead Pages or Wix, because you can't take those websites with you. But it also has click and build templates, website building, and it has managed WordPress. So you can manage your WordPress on their hosting, which I love, and collaboration tools. And here are the best parts of it: the storage, the fast network, which means the speed, and a renewable energy match. These are just things you want to consider. So I will also send you the link to that. And please keep in mind, when I'm sending you links to things, there are 3 things to know. I either own the company, I part own the company, or I have an affiliate relationship with them. However, there are times where it's none of the above. I don't own the company, I don't have part ownership, I'm not getting any affiliate revenue, but I just really love the company. I've used them before, I'm currently using them now, I've used them for my clients, or I used to use them once upon a time. I just outgrew them over the years. So I don't refer to anything that I have not used personally or am currently using. Even my affiliate links, I don't affiliate to any company that I've never used or I'm not currently using or I have had experience with. I don't do blind affiliate links in my business on the technology side when I'm teaching. The only time I do blind affiliate links is in my magazine when I'm advertising clothes, shoes, sneakers, stores, makeup, stuff like that. But when I'm teaching in the Digital Empire Building series and for the crux of my education business, every single affiliate link that I use is for a company that I use or have used, okay? And I stand by it, I know how it works, and I love it, which is why I get the affiliate link, because I'm never gonna refer to something I don't like or someone I don't like, unless they're good. Like I'll refer to people that I don't like all the time if they're good. And if there's an upside to doing so. Okay, so that's it. That's your introduction to starting your website, starting your online business, getting it crack-a-lackin', as I like to say. I'm going to give you a companion workbook as promised, and with all the live links and the explanations of what we discussed here. So you'll have your little checklist, your cheat sheet, and your itemized to-do list of what you need to do moving forward. I really hope this has helped you, ladies, and peace and love and blessings to you all. Thank you so much for joining.